Hi and welcome back to this refurbishment project in Swansea. We're just about finished now. We've just got a couple of jobs to do. We've had some rain constantly for the last few weeks and it's really sort of held us up. It's one of the things that you sometimes have to just factor in and get your workmen deployed somewhere else while we're in that sort of time of not a lot going on externally. The inside's been finished for quite a while, which if you've been watching and following this series, you might well have seen the pictures. So the task that we've got to do now that we've finished painting the outside is just finish that canopy off. We couldn't do it while the scaffolding was up. And now the scaffolding's been dropped this week, we can now get in here. And I'm told by my building contractor, my main project manager, that the roofer is coming back today to start that work. So I'm going to take you inside and have a look now around and show you around. This is the probably going to be the penultimate video. So if you just bear with me while I turn the camera around and I can just take you around and show you. So the windows are looking really sharp now. It's really set this off. Thank you to those people who've been asking a number of questions. The original brickwork which we had here, some people have said it looked quite nice, and why did we render over it? Well, as some of you might have noticed from the earlier videos, the problem we had was that we had cavity wall tie failure, and also the lintels were badly corroded, and because of the metal that we used back in 30-40 years ago, it had expanded and caused a lot of sort of superficial cracking in the joints. And when you've got brickwork, you can chase it out, of course. The problem you've got is when you do chase out the brickwork joints, the bed joints as it's called, and when you re-cement those joints with new cement mortar, you end up doing the whole thing. And the other problem you've got is because when you've had wall tie failure, some of the joints expand, and then you get a thicker bed joint and it just doesn't look right. And we just thought, look, we're going to modernize this whole house. Let's just take the plunge and we'll render it all over. So that's why we've done. So I'm now inside. You can see that we've put this glass balustrading up here. We originally had some metal work in here, which we just took out. And rather putting spindles back in, I thought that it would be nice to put this nice glass paneling. So we've gone these lovely chrome brackets, as you can see. They're not cheap, they're £10 each, and there's 16 on this staircase, so they're £160 on bracketing. But I think that it's going to make the difference when we get people viewing the property. Now, if some of you may have mentioned, or seen in the earlier videos, I'm just going to turn the camera around so you can see things a bit better here. So before, we had a wall literally at 90 degrees here, and the toilet was accessed from through this door and round the back end. So what we decided to do, just like you'd have if I was to design a new house these days, I was always put a downstairs toilet in this location. So we've put the wall at 45 degrees, so it gives people, when you come through the front door, it's a nice flow into this main lounge door and to this door, rather than have a very sharp corner there. And what we've done here, we've changed all the doors to these nice wood panel doors. We've put a nice low level close couple WC. This is the original bulkheading from the staircase. And we've put a nice basin, tucked away the pipework, and I've just gone for a nice piece of glass here. Rather than put a tile, I could have put a tile, but again, to sort of keep through the theme with the glass, I've just put a bit of milky glass in here as a tile splashback, and that's all. Kept it really simple and not messed about with anything else. So if I just close this door for you here, keep this one closed. So from this point of view, when you come down the stairs, we've got a nice sort of feature there of those three wooden doors. I'm really pleased the way that these doors have come out. We bought these from a local supplier. So this is the front lounge, which is exactly the same as it was before. We've just done a damp proofing course and changed the window and painted it. So that's much as it was before. The main difference though is in this room. So some of you might have remembered there was a wall here behind me, and there was a doorway just here, and then this was a sort of spare space, and effectively this element here from this beam, this was a kitchen extension. So somebody had extended this house and this was the kitchen. So you came through a doorway here into a space. We had just around here a big cupboard with a boiler, and then the doorway was through here basically into the toilet. So what we've done, if I stand over here, is we've taken that wall out and brought the kitchen into this whole room. So again, if I can sort of give you the full aspect of what we've got here, we've got this open plan room, open in the kitchen, and then this was an original extension which we had glass either side, which we've taken out, and we've just put a French door there instead of a window. It was a bit of a sort of solid glass conservatory. Now, I think by doing this, it's just really opened this room out onto the garden and onto the golf course behind. So I'm really pleased the way this kitchen's come about. So we've got a nice linear kitchen, and where we had the kitchen sort of in this area before, we've put this partition here, and then we've made this into a utility room. So everything can go out of the way in there. That makes sense. Okay, so how are we doing for time, guys? 6 minutes, okay. So that's the feature that we've got here, and it really does make it nice and open plan. So if we take you upstairs, carpet this area pretty much as normal. 2 pieces of glass here on the landing. Into my bathroom. So some of you who saw the earlier pictures and videos, there was a sort of pale blue bathroom suite in here. So we've tiled it, fully tiled it, put a nice wall-mounted basin on the wall with some feature tiling. Toilet seats yet to go on, so a nice little tiling platform there, a boxing with a lid, just to give us something a little bit special, to give a little bit of lift in the room. The P-shaped bath with the feature tiling there again, and the extractor fan. Nice chrome towel rail on the corner. So this has really brought this bathroom right up to date. If I take you through into this room, very much the same as it was before. Double bedroom with a new window. Same here again, double room, much the same. This partition was changed. It was a half brick partition. It wasn't in good order, so we decided to change it. And this room's got a lovely aspect looking out over onto the golf course here. So this has come about really nicely. And then finally we've got the 3rd bedroom, which is just through here. Again, with a view onto the golf course. So there you are, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this small series that I've put together. I'll be catching up with you very shortly, and by all means, if you've got any questions, put them below and I'll catch up with you very shortly.